Hey guys, this is Justin.
This is Mark. And this is welcome to the Amazing Race Week 3 Challenge. This challenge this week is brought to us by First United Bank. This week we're going to do non-linguistic representation. Learners acquire and store knowledge in two primary ways. Linguistic is like reading or hearing. Non-linguistic, basically there's three ways: drawing pictures, creating models, or some type of kinesthetic activities. The more students use both of these systems of representing knowledge, the better they are able to think about and recall what they've learned.
That's great, Mark. So here, if we're looking at some different examples, this is what it might look like. So here's an example of students drawing the phases of a moon. They're using Educreation's app, and you can see what that tweet might look like. Also, just a tip for the day, when you see in a tweet, if someone sends out a tweet with a capital S and a small s, that stands for students. So we're always looking for ways to save characters when we're sending tweets. So there's a quick update for you on that one. So there's one way, drawing pictures and using the Educreations apps, but it might look like this also. So here's a great non-linguistic representation of phases of the moon again, but this time we're using manipulatives, Oreo cookies this time. So you can see, and then you also see that example of students at the beginning of this one as we move forward. And don't forget to throw the hashtag in at the end so we can make sure we get yours counted. When we're talking about non-linguistic representations, it might also look like this. So these students are using whole brain teaching gestures as their non-linguistic representation. So drawing pictures, using manipulatives, acting it out, all of those are great non-linguistic representations. Here's a group of high school students doing something similar. So you can see how this might look in different subjects. And then here's another example. This time we're using Play-Doh to represent the parts of a cell. So as you think through this one, lots of different options for non-linguistic representation. And then finally, the example I wanted to share with you here is great use of the smartboard. So one of the thoughts as you look at non-linguistic representation, kind of to simplify it, is how can I instruct students using as few words as possible, really having them manipulate pictures and objects to represent their learning.
This week we also have a little change. We're going to throw a detour into the game. What does that mean? Well, it means that we're going to have a second iPad that you'll be able to put your name in the hat for the drawing. And this week, the second iPad is donated by Plan for Learning, which is a company owned by former Randall graduate Ross Lauder.
Cool, Mark. And we use that Plan for Learning software to run through our planning for the district, and many of you are familiar with that. We're proud of Ross for donating it. But guys, the second challenge, the opportunity for you to send out the second tweet, is going to be to share your favorite piece of instructional technology. But when we talk about that, we are not talking about using a cell phone or iPad or smartboard. That's not what we're wanting to hear from you. What we're wanting to hear is, what are the best pieces of software, the best websites, the best apps that you use to engage your kids with in instruction? So here's just a few examples, some of our very favorites. My favorite one on here is Socrative. I think that one is so cool and a great way to get kids engaged in some good back and forth conversation. But that's what we're looking for. So take some time and send out that second tweet. And here's an example of one. So we might say something like Smart Exchange. The website is my favorite technology resource. There's all kinds of cool pre-made smart files in there. And in your tweet, help folks out. Help them find the resource. So there's the website address in the tweet. Send it out with that hashtag Amazing Race, and this is going to be an awesome way to share instructional technology resources. So 2 iPads this time. Send out 2 tweets. We're going to put your name in twice. I think it'll be really fun, and we'll keep the race going. So anyway, let us know if you have problems. Twitter is filling up. Go check it out. Even if you're not playing in the game, go check it out. There's all kinds of cool stuff out there this time. So enjoy the race. We'll see you soon.
Thanks. That's cool. Do we get to hear ours?